Tayo lang po ang bansa na miyembro ng ICC na walang legislation as to how to implement surrender. If you read Article 3, Paragraph 2 of the 1987 Constitution, warrants of arrest, the probable cause thereof, shall be determined personally by a Philippine judge. O, kung i-allow mo yung ICC warrant dito, hindi yan Philippine judge. That contradicts to our 1987 Constitution. So therefore, that even requires a constitutional amendment, right? Liberty of abode. The liberty of abode cannot be impaired with unless there is a court order to that effect. Now, kung ang court order na ginagamit po dito, yung national security, ay ang mag-determine po Philippine judge din, kailangan din yan i-amend. Kasi ito, hindi naman Philippine judge ang nag-issue niyan. So, sa tingin ko po, ay dapat ito pag-aralan ng husto ng ating government. Kasi we are talking here of a Filipino citizen whose rights are enshrined under the 1987 Constitution. First, the existence of the arrest warrant. Walay confirmation yan. Gani, questionably pa na because yung issue on jurisdiction is pending before the appeals chamber. So therefore, for ICC, again, jurisdiction is still under question. Why would the ICC issue warrants of arrest as to other personalities involved in the Philippine situation? Pero, granting for the sake of argument nga na of course, bisan pag mo question ka, mo issue sila warrant nga, na meron pa mang question on jurisdiction. Pero what if totoo? Yun nga ang, kasi ombudsman ang nagsasabi na may kopya na siya. And under Article 87, Paragraph 3 of the Rome Statute, supposedly, request for cooperation, the request for cooperation is confidential. But why does the Ombudsman have a copy confirmed by the DILG Secretary who happens to be his brother? They are high officials of the government and they are presumed to be truthful. And they are performing the duties as public officers. Kaya nagtataka din tayo, ombudsman naman siya, wala naman dun sa Article 11, Section 12, doon sa 1987 Constitution, at saka sa 13, yung enumerations of functions, hindi naman siya na-appoint as ICC spokesperson or accredited agent. Bakit may kopya siya? Pero, ganito po yan. Tayo lang po ang bansa na miyembro ng ICC na walang legislation as to how to implement surrender. If you have studied Austria, Germany, Canada, no, and 50 other states such as Albania and others, no, they have converted. Hello po, boss, magandang umaga. They have transformed the cooperation mechanisms into local legislations. Doon nga sa Austria, kung merong arrest warrant yung ICC, ipasa mo na nila sa court system nila at yung Ministry of Interior, after determination of probable cause, mag-issue ng arrest warrant. Doon naman sa Canada, mas detalyado. Dapat mag-apply ko muna sa local courts nila, i-determine muna yung mga requisites kung nandun ba, and bago mag-issue ng Canadian warrant of arrest. The same goes true in other states such as Germany. The same process, it has to pass through a transformation process such that a local warrant of arrest shall be issued before the surrender process can be taken effect. Tayo lang ang bansa na willing na maski wala tayong batas, wala tayong IRR man lang on surrender under Section 17. Wala pa natin in-amend yung ating konstitusyon. Bakit kailangan ng constitutional amendment sa pagkakaalam ko? If you read Article 3, Paragraph 2 of the 1987 Constitution, warrants of arrest, the probable cause thereof, shall be determined personally by a Philippine judge. O, kung i-allow mo yung ICC warrant dito, hindi yan Philippine judge. That contradicts to our 1987 Constitution. So therefore, that even requires a constitutional amendment, right? Liberty of abode. The liberty of abode cannot be impaired with unless there is a court order to that effect. Now, kung ang court order na ginagamit po dito, yung national security, ay ang mag-determine po Philippine judge din, kailangan din yan i-amend. Kasi ito, hindi naman Philippine judge ang nag-issue niyan. So, sa tingin ko po, ay dapat ito pag-aralan ng husto ng ating government. Kasi we are talking here of a Filipino citizen whose rights are enshrined under the 1987 Constitution. That is the principle of legality. What is the principle of legality? The principle of legality states that if you interfere with a person's rights, especially constitutional sacrosanct rights, the procedure as to how to protect his rights must be clearly determined, specified under the law. Dito, wala tayong proseso. Even Article 59, sabi ng isang matalino daw na abogado ng kabila, hindi na daw tayo pwede invoke daw ng provisions on the Rome Statute. With due respect to him, yung warrant of arrest na sinasabi niya was issued pursuant to the Rome Statute under Article 127 kasi ini-insist nila na meron pang jurisdiction. Kung in-issue yun pursuant to the Rome Statute, hindi kami maka-invoke ng Rome Statute by way of defense. Ang defense nga namin mainly is wala na tayong jurisdiction kasi wala na tayo yung matter under consideration under Article 127 para ma-trigger yung residual jurisdiction is that yung investigation should have been acted by the pre-trial chamber within the 1-year period between 2018 to 2019. Hindi nila ginawa yun 2021 na nila ginawa yun. Nag-request sila ng authorization sa pre-trial chamber March 2021. It was acted upon, approved on September of 2021. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Delayed na sila. Hindi naman po pwede eternal yung jurisdiction ng ICC dito na kesyo November 2011 up to March 2019. Meron silang jurisdiction dito at ngayon ka lang magpa-file, hindi po pwede yun. Dapat within the 1-year period, lahat ng mga issues doon, final nila kasi beyond that, local jurisdiction na. Why? Because our local courts are functioning, our prosecution offices are functioning. So, dapat dito yan sa Pilipinas. So, to answer your question as to how to effectuate the warrant of arrest, let us follow Judge Kimberly Prost. Judge Kimberly Prost of the ICC. He was the drafter of Part 9 of the Rome Statute. She declared that the relationship between the ICC and its member is characterized by vertical cooperation. Vertical cooperation which is only exemplified via consent, which is likewise evidenced via a treaty. If we are no longer a member or we are no longer part of the treaty, we could no longer invoke the vertical cooperation, which is opposed to a horizontal cooperation, extradition, state-to-state basis. So kumbaga, kung hindi na tayo miyembro, wala nang vertical cooperation. So therefore, yung arrest warrant na yan, via surrender, hindi na yan epektibo dito sa Pilipinas.
Ayan, so we are very hopeful for the following actions na tungkol kay Senator Bato, and we are very hopeful with the actions also of our Supreme Court and our government. Siguro ang mga kababayan natin, samahan natin ang dasal, no? Hindi lamang si Tatay Digong, si Senator Bato, kundi lahat ng Pilipino na maaaring maabuso ang kanilang mga karapatan under sa administrasyon na ito.
Kasi dapat daw hindi na kami maka-invoke. Pakibasa, sabihin mo sa kanya, basahin mo daw yung Article 59, yung competent judicial authority in the custodial state. Yung custodial state po, regardless as to whether or not you are still a state party or not a state party, pwede mo ma-invoke yung Article 59. Yung competent judicial authority, ang problema, hindi pa nga yan defined under the Philippine jurisdiction. RTC ba yan? MTC ba yan? Court of Appeals ba yan? Supreme Court ba yan? Kailangan yan ma-define via a law. Pwede ba tayo makabail? Pwede ba? May preliminary conference ba yan? May pre-trial ba yan? Wala yan naka-define sa atin. Kunyari, dakpin nila si Bato de la Rosa, si Senator Bato. Anong petisyon niya i-file? Anong nomenclature? Wala. Anong petition for surrender? Hindi po pwede. Magawa-gawa sila. Petition for surrender to be filed before the Supreme Court. Anong rules? Wala nga. So kung wala, that violates the principle of legality. Bakit mo i-insist yan? Wala tayong batas para dyan. So kung wala tayong batas, wala tayong procedure, huwag mo i-implement. That violates the principle of legality and that violates our Constitution and the rules of criminal procedure. Thank you po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much. Ay, follow up ba?
Kumusta naman siya, Madam Attorney?
Ayan, I do not know.
Nag-report ba siya sa Senate?
That I do not know. I would be incompetent to answer that, no? Sige po. Salamat ha.
Ayan, thank you very much.